So, hello, and today our topic will be the social engineering and the physical attacks. To start with the social engineering, what is social engineering? Social engineering is basically the hacking of the people, or basically why an attacker chose to social engineering, often easier to trick a human than a technical exploitation, or you know before hacking a system. If you can hack a particular people, then that would be really easier than to hack a particular machine or something like that. So if you get the credentials or any kind of usual data from a particular person, then it would be called an social engineering. That would be really helpful either way. uh, how would the attacker build a pretext? So encourage the victim to do at least some of the work. Okay. Like, if you can use them as a your botnet in directly, it's not directly a bot, but you can use them like that. If you trick someone into believing that, yeah, you are doing the OTP, yeah, you have to click on the OTP, sorry, click on the link, apply the OTP, apply the password there, that would be really helpful for us. And that is kind of thing, you have to more of like a scamming thing. Okay. So next thing would be building a storyline that sounds plausible. Like, if you are talking from an a place or any authority, like I am talking from here, yada 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 company, so you have to do this work for us to get an insurance or get a discount in Amazon or Flipkart, something like that. So that would be a storyline. That would be something to trick the victim into believing you, and that would do the work of hacking the person. Okay. Then comes the social engineering, depends on urgency, and creating an urgency to click the OTP or say tell the OTP, tell the password, something like that. That is kind of thing to most of the manipulation part. You can actually think of it more if you read more psychology, then you know about social engineering more. So comes the remote social engineering. Basically means tricking and coercing people into violating security policies. This comes under the corporate rule. If you are acting as an IT manager or something like that, IT security expert, and if you are telling someone to do this and that, you can actually you can actually manipulate them to change a particular policy or something like that. And most of the peoples are actually willing to helpful in some of the corporate aspect. So that is also a key weakness of people. That is what we call the human weakness. And you can actually bypass a lot of controls and detection controls if you can actually use humans to trick themselves by their own. And if you can actually get the access of the particular system. So that is what we call uh, social engineering. Then comes the most popular social engineering, what we call the phishing. Phishing are when people are contacted by a seemingly legitimate imposter in an attempt to extract sensitive information. Basically, when you send fake or duplicate email or something like that, or duplicate email, duplicate website, duplicate application, to get the password and email of some any sort of thing, that is what we call the phishing. So when you are doing there are a lot of phishing techniques. Most special is spear phishing. Then comes the SMS phishing, voice phishing, whaling is basically attacking some bigger person, authority like CEO, CTO. Voice phishing, like calling someone and then scamming them, like that. SMS is also similar, giving someone a phishing email, a phishing message, a text message. So the spear phishing demo, if you want to take a demo, I want to tell you something I already did. Let's just open a terminal. You just not open a terminal, you just search for social engineering toolkit. If you find this particular, if you search social engineering toolkit, you will find this. So this is what we call the social engineering toolkit. This generally not used today most of the time, because it's pretty old, pretty detectable. But you have, if you want to do your own phishing attack, you have to create your own uh, you know maybe a website, maybe a fake website. You have to create it on your own, looking at a particular website which is already have the same type of login system or password system as before. So that is what we call the social engineering attack. More of the phishing attack. Let's just do something like, if I want to do social engineering attack, then I can do I can click one. Then I want to do website attack vendors, we can do spear phishing attack. If you click on the spear phishing, we can do that. If you try to perform a mass mail attack, we can create that. If we want to go back to a system or something like that, if I want to send anything, like let's just go to the Microsoft RTF, you can do that. You can open a reverse TCP shell, IP address of the URL for the payload listener. So I just enter this. Even though if it works, okay, even though if it give you a particular file which is vulnerable, this thing actually not work most of the time, because most of the systems became too much updated after a long period of time. This is a pretty old payload. So if I want to change it to anything like Word, send email to, let's just say, to my gmail.com. I don't know if it really works or not. Maybe it don't work, but I actually missed a lot of things. Okay, I actually missed a lot of things, but let's just see. So if I just go to my email on my mobile phone, if I go to my email and check it a little bit, so I don't have any email, but in the spam section there will be something. So that is basically it. I don't want to show anything that is actually violate YouTube community guidelines. So that is one kind of a thing. So I don't want to generally do that kind of thing. But this is what we call in general the social engineering or the phishing attack. You can search it on your own, you can do it on your own on your legal concern. Okay. Next come some of the terms. Okay, so elicitation. What is elicitation? Gathering info about a system from authorized user. Okay, let guess a person who is working on the corporate, and you go there and you ask someone what this thing actually do, and he give you a lot of idea that this thing is does this thing does this. He is an authorized user. Okay, he have a permission to work there, but he is just telling you about which what are the databases are, how the databases work, what is the technology it's working on. This kind of a what we call elicitation. Interrogation, informal interviews, we can say that. Okay, Impersonation, pretending to be someone with an authority. If you act as a IT, security manager or something like that, and ask someone that they have to test your particular application, if it's working or not, if it has a security feature or not, that is what we call impersonation. And if you don't have that permission, okay, that is called impersonation. Shoulder surfing is basically watching someone's password or email, if they are typing and they are not hiding it, and you somehow watches it, by the cone of your eyes. So that is what we call the shoulder surfing. USB key drop, it's also a pretty cool attack. Like, if you have a malicious particular USB, or a phishing USB, something like that. If you put that kind of malware, and you buy a lot of USBs, and if you actually if you put them on a particular, what we can say, a particular road, and someone picked it up, and then he, curiously just goes to his computer and plug it in, then the virus or the TCP handler will going to work on your system, so you can get the access to it. You have to motivation techniques like authority, scarcity, social proof, urgency, likeliness, fear. Like, people want to be accepted and valued by others, so you have to use that for your advantage. So this is basically it. This is basically what we call the social engineering attack, and basically this is more than enough. So thanks for watching.